and welcome to the Empathy Day Festival.
And we are going to be sparking empathy with you. But who are we?
I'm Rashmi Sirdeshpande, and I'm the author of Dadaji's Paintbrush, which is beautifully illustrated by Ruchi Masani.
Lovely. And I am Tom Percival, and I'm the author and illustrator of The Wrong Shoes. So, yeah, Rashmi, I'd love to hear a bit more about your book.
So, if you jump into my story, you will meet a little boy who lives in India. He and his grandfather do everything together. They go for long walks, they share stories, they cook together, and they paint together because the grandfather is an artist. Here they are painting together. I love this beautiful picture. And one day, the grandfather isn't around anymore. And he leaves the little boy his best paintbrush because he's an artist and he leaves a brush for the little boy. And so I'm going to read a tiny bit from the book at that point where the boy discovers this brush. At first, the boy didn't touch it. He couldn't. He wouldn't. When he tried to look at it, his chest ached. Then one day he put it up on a shelf so high he had to get up on his toes to reach it. Days and months passed by. Seasons changed. The boy forgot all about the box. At least he tried to. A little bit of Dadaji's Paintbrush. Tom, I would love to hear about The Wrong Shoes, which is a book I adore, as you know.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Yeah, so The Wrong Shoes is a long form fiction novel. It's my first book like this, and it's about a boy called Will, who's really struggling. His family his parents have separated, and things have been okay, and they've been getting on all right. But then his dad gets injured at work, and he's unable to find a new job. Will and his father are in a situation whereby there's just not enough money to cover everything that they need to. And so it explores Will's journey through that situation. So I'm going to read just a bit from the start of the book because that seems to make sense to me. So this is no fairy tale. Not unless it's one of those really old-fashioned ones where basically a whole load of terrible stuff happens to some poor, unsuspecting kid. I guess I should count myself lucky that a wolf hasn't dressed up like my nan and tried to eat me yet. But you know what? Even then, even in those stories where people get ripped in half, chewed up, and spat out, eventually there's a happy ending. And that's the difference, see? Because this is just my life, and nothing is guaranteed. We've come together for two reasons today. We are going to be making one of the empathy challenges and creating some empathy superpower glasses. What else, Rashmi?
We are going to use those empathy superpower glasses to help us become empathy activists. Empathy activists are inspired by the stories they read, both real stories and made up ones, and they take action. They put empathy into action to help make the lives of people around them better, to make the world a better place. And that is what we're going to do with our empathy superpower glasses. What these glasses will help us with is something called perspective taking, which is all about understanding someone else's point of view, imagining what it's like to be someone else so we can really understand what they're thinking and what they're feeling. But first, we're going to need something, aren't we, Tom?
We absolutely are. And here are mine. Quick sneak peek again. Yeah, there are going to be some full instructions coming up on screen about how to make your own. So teachers, if you could pause the video once you've watched the instructions, then everyone can make their glasses, and we'll see you in a minute.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, hi. I hope that you've got on all right. I thought I would show you mine. So I've gone for quite a contained color scheme. I was going to go wild, but because I'm a kind of graphic designer by at heart, I just really struggled to go completely mad, and so I've gone with quite a constrained color scheme. I will say I was going to get my son to decorate these for me because I was running a bit late, and I asked him to do it as a favor, and he said, "How much?" I said,
Wow.
"That's not a favor. If I'm going to pay you, that's not a favor." So no, in the end, I just rushed and did them myself. But I'm pretty happy with how they came out. Rashmi, how about you? How did you get it?
Love them. Well, I did manage to get my daughter to make mine. Look at these. Look at those funky colors. They're a little bit and a bit floppy, so I'm going to be holding them up instead of putting them on, I think. But I love it and got it done for free, Tom.
So let's see if these work. Rashmi, I'm going to pop these on now, and it'd be great if you could read a little bit more of your book, and then I'll see if with these superpower glasses I can see the perspective of somebody else.
Love it.
Here we go.
Okay. Okay, let's go. So,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
oh, get your glasses
Wait,
on.
they'll be on in
Okay.
a minute.
Oh,
That's
yours stay
perfect.
on nicely.
Yeah, perfect.
I love
There
it.
we go.
Okay, sorry, don't get distracted, Rajni. Focus. All right. Looking good, Tom.
Yeah.
So here we go. Mangoes didn't taste the same anymore. At night, the stars didn't sparkle the way they used to. And when the rains arrived again, there was no one to make paper boats with. The village children didn't visit anymore. The house felt empty, like the hole in the boy's heart where his grandfather used to be, where all the colors used to be.
That's beautiful. That is. It's some lovely writing there, Rashmi. Yeah. I mean, what I'm getting from that is just a real sense of loss and loneliness. And I think it's the kind of thing that would be quite hard sometimes to pick up on if you were to just be looking at someone. You might not know that all of that is going on inside them, but wearing these and listening really closely, that's what I got. Is that fair to say?
Yes, absolutely. And it's so beautiful the way you put that, how we don't really know what's going on with someone else. But when you put those glasses on, you could really feel that sense of loss, because this is a boy who has lost his grandfather, someone who he did everything with, someone who meant the world to him. But putting those glasses on, you can imagine what it's like to really be him and feel
Mm,
what he's feeling. So
yeah.
that's amazing. And I want to go. I need to feel this. So I'm going to get my glasses
Okay. All
and
right.
you
I'll
get your
find that.
book.
While you do that, I'll find a section to
You
read.
find the section.
Right. Okay.
Okay, okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Go. Okay.
So that was it. I just left straight out of the school gates and I kept walking until I found myself in the old graveyard. At least most people here are dead. They tend to be less hassle. Hey, Will! I shake my head. Seriously? Who's this? I shoot a look back. My mouth is clamped so tightly shut, it feels like my teeth might shatter. I'm not in the mood to talk. It's Carlia. Hey, wait up, come on, she calls out. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be in school? Shouldn't you? She asks, raising one eyebrow. Well, yeah, but I begin. Then I realise that my eyes must be totally bloodshot. I've probably got snot all down my face. My hair, well, my hair's my hair. I fall silent and I stare at the ground. I saw you running out of school, says Carlia, stepping towards me. Her hand touches my arm. Looks like you're in a bit of a mess. And you just came after me, I ask, my brain not quite coping with this information. But why? Won't you get in trouble? I guess, she says, shrugging. As for why, it's because you look like you need a hand, right?
Wow, that is powerful. And these glasses are amazing. Was wearing those and thinking about this character, I really got a sense of, well, he's a mess, snotty faced, imagining that he's maybe been crying. He's frustrated to think that the graveyard, the people here, who are obviously not around anymore, are less of a hassle than people in the world. I mean, what a feeling to be feeling like that, that everything is just so difficult. And then to be surprised that someone came after him and is interested and actually wants to help.
Because that's all it takes, isn't it? It's to care. It's to just put a bit of time and thought into caring how someone else might actually be feeling, and to try and read between those lines and see someone who's upset and try to work out why and if there's anything you can do to help. And even if there isn't anything you can do to help their situation, then like you say, Rashmi, just to care is that helps a huge amount. Even if you can't change a situation, that can make someone feel better.
It's amazing. And really putting on these glasses, remembering to step inside a character's world, it changes how you read a book, doesn't it? Because
Oh
you're not
yeah.
just kind of seeing this distant character, someone else. You're really feeling it inside, that you can imagine what it's like to be there and feel those things. It's a completely different experience.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's your turn. Our challenge to you is to see if you can understand characters from a new perspective. Welcome back, everybody. How was that? It's been so great using these empathy superpower glasses to help us see things from someone else's perspective.
And there are 8 more creative empathy challenges to try. So check them out at empathylab.uk.
And teachers, we would love to see photos or videos of your empathy superpower glasses. So please share them on social media, tagging Empathy Lab UK and using the hashtag Empathy Day Festival.
Well, we have loved sparking empathy with you.
Thanks for taking part in the Empathy Day Festival.
Okay, bye.
Bye.